Hi everyone, and welcome back to our channel, or welcome to our channel if you're new. For today's video, we'll be showing you how to get this scarecrow, cutesy, Instagrammable makeup look. So if you'd like to see how to get this and wear it for Halloween, then please keep on watching. Alright, so first we're going to start off with the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. Now this is by far my favorite primer. If you've seen my other videos, you probably see that I use this so much. And I'm just applying this all over my face. And then we're going to take a beauty blender and Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation in the shade Y405, which is what I use all the time. And I'm just going to pump out 2 pumps just to start off, because we wanted to start off with a thin layer and then we can build it up after as much as you want. Now this foundation is really good for that. You can really build it up and it still won't look cakey or messy or anything like that. For concealer, I'm going in with my trusty Maybelline Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser thing. I don't ever know how to say that. Anyways, we're gonna put this under the eyes, and I just put it on like one pimple that I had on my face at the time. Then we're gonna go in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Ebony, and I'm just filling in my brows. Just like every other tutorial that I have on my channel, this is just the base that we're gonna work with, and then we're gonna put the Halloween makeup on top. And then I'm going back in with the beauty blender and I'm just going to blend in that concealer now that it has sit on the skin for a little while. This usually helps with the coverage, especially with very light concealers like this one. To set my concealer, I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder, and I'm just going to take that onto my beauty blender and add that straight onto the areas that I concealed. This is just going to help it stay in place and not crease throughout the day or night whenever you're wearing this. Moving on to the eyes, I'm going into the Too Faced White Peach palette in the shade Peach Cream, and I'm just going to add that all over my lid. And now I'm doing this as somewhat of a powdered primer, you could say, so I can put all the other colors on top. Next, I'm going into my trusty Sweet Peach palette from Too Faced, and I'm just going to take the shade Puree, and I'm going to add that onto the crease area. And just to blend it into the crease and all the way up near the brow bone, I'm just doing this as a transition shade for when I put the orange on top. Next, I'm going in with this Halloween paint that I picked up at a local Halloween store. Now this is face and eye safe, so don't worry about that. And I'm just using the orange in the palette just to get that nice fluorescent color, because unfortunately I don't have a eyeshadow of that color. But also I would recommend that if you're using face paints from the Halloween store, be sure to do a patch test to make sure that you're not allergic to any of the ingredients that they used in it, just to be safe before putting it onto your face or any other areas. I'm then going back in to the White Peach palette and taking the shade Creme de la Peach, and I'm adding that straight on top of the orange face paint that I used earlier. And the reason I'm doing this is that I wanted to use the orange face paint as somewhat of a first layer and then add this lighter orange straight on top, just to give it a nice neutral orange shade. So I was just using what I had around the house. If you have an orange eyeshadow, by all means use that instead of going through this whole process that I did, but I thought this worked out really well. Moving on to liner, I'm going to use my Kat Von D ink liner in the shade Trooper, and I'm just going to do a simple wing eyeliner that I've done in my previous videos. So I'm just going to pull it out, and then I'm going to, from the tip of the eyeliner, pull it straight back in to my tear duct, and that's how I get the perfect eyeliner. And then I'm going to take the Urban Decay liner in the shade Legend, and I'm going to do my waterline as well as darken up the top layer of my lid. And you're gonna see me do this a lot throughout the video because I wanted to make sure that it was dark enough just to bring out my eyes a little more. I'm then going back into the White Peach palette from Too Faced, and I'm putting on the grill onto my lower lash line just to smoke it out a little bit. Then I'm going back in with my Kat Von D liner, and I'm just pulling down the liner down to my inner corner, and I'm doing this just to get a very elongated, almost cat-like effect. And the reason I'm doing this is that I thought it would make a really good addition to the eye look. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the actual features of a scarecrow per se. And now we're going to start with our nose, and you're going to make a teardrop shape on the middle of your nose. Now I didn't get it fully right the first time, so that's why I had to conceal some areas and just start over almost, just like to make a proper shape in the middle of my nose, because it's very important for it to be in the middle, otherwise it doesn't look right. So just take your time and work with it very slowly. You'll get through it. It's really simple as long as you take your time. And then afterwards, we're going to add some of that orange face paint that I used earlier on my eyes, and we're just going to use some of that in the middle of the nose, just so that we can get the vibrancy. Now, if you're not getting the vibrancy at first, I would say layer it with more of a powder and then add more on top. That usually helps make it a lot more prominent. And then we're going to move on and put little stitches almost all around the nose. And this is just going to make it look like a patch on the middle of your nose. Now I'm taking that same shade of orange from the Halloween face paint palette, and I'm just going to add that straight onto my cheeks. Now I'm using this as a alternative to blush, and I know you may have noticed that I didn't use any contour for this because I don't believe scarecrows have contour, and I don't know where I would have put it, so that's why I'm just sticking with this as blush. And I'm just going to add this straight onto the cheeks, not really where the apples of my cheeks are, but just where it would be most prominent. And now we're moving on to the stitched mouth. So you're just going to draw lines on the sides of your mouth, and then you're going to take your eyeliner and make X's just so that it looks like stitches. And I'm also going to use my eyeliner to almost line the bottom of my lips before I go in with the face paint for the lips. So I'm taking just the black face paint, and then I'm just adding this onto my lip, my lower lip, because I don't have a black lipstick right now. During the time of filming this video, I didn't have one. So I just used the face paint, and I also used some of the eyeliner once again, just to make it more pigmented. I also used some of Off the Grill from the White Peach palette, and I also put that on top, almost like a powder, to make sure that it stays as long as it can. I'm then going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Allison, and I'm putting this on my upper lip. Now you can leave this upper lip bare, or you can use a darker shade of lipstick. I didn't think this one was going to come out as bright as it did, but you can use any other color that will suit the look in your opinion. I'm then going back in with that orange colored face paint because I felt as though the orange on my cheeks wasn't really bright enough. So I just went in and added a little more of that on top just to bring more brightness to the face. I'm then going to take the back of any eyeshadow brush, preferably a thinner one, and I'm just going to dip it into Puree from the Sweet Peach palette from Too Faced, and I'm just going to add some faux freckles on my face. Now the reason I'm doing this is because all of the cartoon images of scarecrows that I've seen have freckles on their face just to make them look more warm and inviting. So we're not making this a scary look, so I'm just going to add these freckles just to make it look even more cutesy and just like a really cute, almost happy scarecrow, as opposed to a very creepy and terrifying one. And now I'm going to go in with my eyelash curler and curl my lashes. Now I'm not going to use false lashes because I don't know how. So I'm just going to curl my lashes and put mascara on top. So for mascara, I'm using the Benefit Roller Lash. Now I just got this mascara and I've been using it for about 2 weeks. And I can honestly say this is my new favorite. I love this mascara. It really brings up my lashes, and my lashes are really straight and forward. So this really brings them up and lifts them almost as if I'm actually wearing false lashes. So highly recommended. At this point during filming, I really needed to get my hair down, mainly because it was too tight in the bun. And now I'm just adding this last finishing touch. So I'm just taking the eyeliner and making a stitch on my neck and then adding the X's just to make it look like it was just patched up. And all I did to complete this look was just have my hair in pigtails, and I added this little hat on top. I got this hat from a local Halloween store, and it's just a scarecrow hat. So I thought it would look really cute with the look. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Comment down below if you've tried doing this or any of our other makeup tutorials. Also, don't forget to leave comments on our social media letting us know if you have any ideas that you want us to film for Halloween. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on post notifications to be notified whenever we upload. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and thanks for watching.